I am at D23 Expo 2022 here in Anaheim. I just walked on the convention center grounds, just got checked in. I've never been at D23 Expo before, so this is all new to me. I'm here for it, but I'm also a little bit nervous because there is so much going on, and people have been here since 4:30 this morning. I got here around 10 o'clock. I'm just gonna kind of take everything as it comes. I'm excited to be here and excited just to see everything that they have here at D23 Expo. If you've never been before, well, consider this your primer course because I'm going to be learning as I go, and I can't wait to share a lot of it with you guys. Good morning. The first thing I have to do is in a line that's downstairs. Thought I was going to be able to avoid this line. Apparently not, and that's okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I was just told people have been here waiting in this room since 7:30 this morning. It's about 10 o'clock. This is crazy. So you can see behind me, this is the line of people, and it's actually starting to go out. And so I'm really excited. I haven't really been in here more than maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Probably in about 5 or 10 minutes, we're gonna start heading into the show floor, the expo floor, and I'm super pumped. I'm looking forward to this. I came in this room thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna be like an hour. Nope, it's going pretty good. So turned out to be pretty decent. Connecting with some people online that are really nice and talking about what we're doing this weekend and looking forward to it all. Thank you.
Yeah, bye guys. Bye.
Well, we made it out of the underground waiting area. Now we're heading into the expo floor. Looking forward to this. This is something since the last 5 years or so I've always wanted to try. So I'm glad I'm trying it. Let's see everything that's going on. Have fun, guys.
You too.
One of the fun things about being here is just, like I've said, even in Disneyland, traveling solo, it's fun just connecting with people that you're meeting in line. Met some great people online and just having fun, getting to know different people, hearing their stories, where they're from, and what they're excited about, what they got reservations for. I have a reservation for the Disney live action and animation movie panel later today in Hall D23. That's the only thing I have to be at today. Everything else is just, I'm gonna experience it and explore. Just about to walk on the main show floor, the expo floor. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Wow. There are exhibits everywhere. A lot of these are from Disney. Looks like they're live streaming the Legends panel over there. You can see Bob Chapek. Boo. Sorry, not a big fan of Chapek. Not sure what kind of reception he got when he first came on stage. That'll be interesting to see. I hope this will be a good experience for everyone here. But there are a lot of people here, as you can see. Here's the D23 Gold Member Lounge. It looks like there's a line for it. There's a line for everything in here. We're at a D23 photo spot, and he is painting a really cool stretching portrait of Alice in Wonderland. So cool. That was a really cool painting he's making, and especially with the perspective of a wide-angle lens on my phone that I could look at it with. Just really cool how just the depth of it changes when you look at it that way. But I've been wandering around the expo floor for, I don't know, 15 minutes now. I got a virtual queue for both shopping at one of the stores. That should come up in the next half an hour to hour. At 12:30, I got in a virtual line to go see Walt's plane. I think they've dubbed it Mickey 1, I think. I might be wrong on that. So I'm looking forward to going in there and checking that out and showing that to you guys. There's just a lot in here. I really want to get, what I want to get in line for is the parks area. It's a big exposition of all the stuff that's coming with the parks. I saw a lot of pictures coming out last night on social media, and I want to see it. So that's the line I'm willing to wait in. By the way, we have an awesome couple here I want to show you guys. We got Captain America and Captain Carter hanging out next to each other. And a lot of people are in their cosplays today, in their costumes. There's a lot of people dressed up. Way too hot to even consider doing that, and that's honestly something I probably wouldn't want to consider doing. That's just not my thing, but a lot of people love it. It's really fun to see people dressed up in their favorite characters. I'm at the ESPN Plus booth, and it looks like they have a studio spot you got to wait in line for. You can take a picture as if you're in the ESPN Plus studios. That's kind of cool. I'm part of the Disney Movie Insiders Club, and I want to go in there and get something they're offering in there. I just tried to get in that line, but it's a little bit too long, so they said come back in about 10 minutes. So that's the thing that I'm finding is everything has a line. There's a line to get in the show floor. Every place here has a line. There's a giant Star Wars area here that you can just wander into. I'm gonna go in here because it doesn't look like there's a big long line to get in. They have a lot of costumes also for the new Willow show that's coming on Disney Plus later this year, so I want to check that out because I love that movie when I was a kid. That looks like Willow's costume. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all sorts of memories from when I was a kid seeing some of this stuff. We got some costumes from Andor. Darth Vader's costume from Kenobi. There's Ben's costume. You got stuff from The Mandalorian here. Ahsoka Tano. Oh my gosh. Boba Fett. This is cool. This is from, I'm not sure if this is the classic costumes. Oh, this is the new Indiana Jones movie coming out next June. That's really cool. They don't say who it's for. This is going to be interesting. I haven't seen anything from this movie yet. So this is really cool. Here's a few scenes from the new Indiana Jones movie that's coming out next year, featuring Harrison Ford. Just seeing some of these pictures gets me super excited to see what it's going to be about. And you can even see in this picture, there's Indy. Harrison Ford as Indy. A rough sketch. Oh man, I can't wait to see this. So that's the first thing that made me kind of happy being here, is there was no wait to get into that exhibit. That was really fun. Seeing all those costumes. I know they're just costumes, but it is kind of cool to see that. Right now I'm going to continue wandering in what I actually see. I'm not sure what they have there or if there's any kind of line. Disney Cruise Line has a booth here. To call it a booth feels kind of silly because everything's here is like huge. I'm going to go check that out. If there's not much of a line, I think I'm going to go see what they offer there. So I'm in line at the Disney Cruise Line booth, and I think it's a meet and greet with Captain Minnie, and you can check out a model of the Wish. So it hasn't been a long wait, so I'm going to check this out and take a picture of Minnie. Here is a model of the Wish. That is really cool, seeing this kind of up close. That's awesome. And I'm about to meet Captain Minnie. So that was super fun. Got to meet Captain Minnie, took a picture with her, and also got a Disney Wish luggage tag. So many people dressed up in costume here. So I found what I'm looking for. Wonderful World of Dreams. This is the line to get into the Disney Parks and Experiences exhibit. Definitely want to see this. Hey! Why? Stop following me.
You know what's so funny?
I just ran into our neighbors and friends who love to follow us around on vacation. They followed us to Maui early this year. They followed us to Disneyland in the spring, and they're here, and I had no idea they were coming. It's so funny how our vacation paths cross so often. But we both love Disney. We both love Maui, so of course we are going to show up randomly and not planned at the same place at the same time. There is a really cool image of Walt there. I think that's called the Dreamer. That's the pose of the new bronze statue that Disney built for Epcot that I'm going to be able to see in just a few moments. But I love how you just see different kind of icons, silhouetted icons from the parks. You see the castle there. That looks like Space Mountain. And you even see Buzz here making an appearance. This is a really cool start to seeing this exhibit, and we haven't even gotten in yet, but we're about to get in. This is one of the ride vehicles for the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Epcot, and this looks like a Baymax ride. I think it's at one of the Disney parks around the world, and I can't remember, but I'm sure we'll find out in a moment. Keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Walt Disney. This is a ride vehicle from one of those Zootopia rides going into Shanghai Disneyland. I think it's coming in the next couple of years. So many different things from different parks around the world. I hope one day we get to go to all of them. I don't know if that'll ever happen. That would be super, super fun though. You can see a video here of the Tokyo Disney Resort of construction that's happening. That's a Peter Pan themed land. That's one of the places we want to go for sure, is we want to go to Tokyo, we want to visit Japan, and I definitely want to go to Tokyo Disney. The parks there I've heard are amazing. Tokyo Disney Sea I heard is the best Disney park in the whole world. So that's definitely something we want to do someday. It's something that's on our list for sure. Looks like we're now at the US parks. We got Disneyland Resort, and there's going to be some models I want to check out and show you guys from new rides and experiences coming to Disneyland. This is the new Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway ride coming to Mickey's Toontown when they reopen next year. That looks pretty fun. And they're going to be calling it the El Capitan Theater, kind of like the El Capitan Theater in LA, where they show Disney movies and a bunch of other movies. Definitely great for families with kids, but we can't wait to check it out when it reopens. Also, another good model here, Mickey's Toontown, that's coming next year. A lot of different options to see and check out. Looks like it's going to look very different. And it looks really fun, especially that tree over there with all the roots sticking out. That'll be a fun place for kids to play in. It looks like there's even a park area over there where kids can play, kind of like they have over in DCA. And that's really cool. I didn't even know that was coming. That's awesome. Looks like there's slides and bridges and walkways. Of course, you got Donald's boat. Goofy's house is going to be a big feature, it looks like. That's right there with Goofy's hat on top. So we're looking at the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I think is what it's going to be called, replacing Splash Mountain. And guess who just came out? I heard a big scream. Tiana's out here. I love it. The Rees on Main Street. That's awesome. And it looks like Imagineers went to New Orleans, went through the bayou. They've been showing pictures and telling stories of how they imagined this ride to be by visiting that area, talking with people and seeing everything there, taking canoe rides through swamps. And I love that they do that, to go to that level, to get an idea of what this ride should look like. I'm looking forward to it. I love change. I love Splash Mountain, but I'm looking forward to this one becoming about Tiana. I think it'll be a lot of fun. This is a portion of what will appear in Epcot in the new Journey of Water inspired by Moana. It's coming to Epcot probably in the next year. Just took a picture in front of Walt, the new Walt statue that's going in at Epcot. Walt the Dreamer is what they're going to call it. It'll be great for Epcot to have a Walt statue. Really quick spoiler, I'm going to show you some of the Stuntronics here that they have highlighted in the Disney Parks Experiences exhibit for the Spider-Man Stuntronic. I'm going to show you what is underneath the costume that flies through the air in DCA's Adventures Campus. If you don't want to know what's behind the magic, then don't want to see this, but this is really cool. Looks like it started as a brick, moved to this stick man right here, which these have been featured on videos. This is nothing new, but it's still kind of cool to see it. And this is the pneumatic figure that they started with, and it's all different generations of technology as they continue to improve it. That's the second pneumatic figure, in costume, partially at least. And then down there you have the final electronic prototype figure of the Spider-Man Stuntronic, and that's really cool. This is what's under the Spider-Man costume, and you could see him flying in the air there. This final prototype could reliably perform stunts mid-flight, achieving iconic Spider-Man poses, and it could all fit into a sleek superhero-shaped package. That is so cool how they figured that out. And I wonder how many years and how many man-hours went into that, but that is really cool. Just for a 10-second piece of a stunt show. That's kind of a cool but not huge feature of Avengers Campus. That is so cool just to see the process that goes into that. This is Project EXO. They've featured this in past panels. Evolution of 3D printed musculature. And these are things that are coming to Disney parks and experiences at some point, I'm sure. But it just shows you all the technology that's gone into it. Part of the team that's designing and building it is showing off some of these things. I think I might try to get that on my hand. That's so cool.
How does he do it?
Fist bump. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Finally, we're at Disney Cruise Line. What we love to experience when it comes to Disney. You got Cinderella, which is the statue in the Atrium of the Wish, and you got a really cool artist painting of the Wish and all the different aspects of it, all the different main dining rooms and staterooms and designs of the ship, as if you could see from the inside. And what's really cool right here is you can see what is underneath the water, like at the engine room. I love this drawing. Eventually we want to go on the Wish someday. Haven't yet, and no plans to yet. We eventually want to do that. That'll be fun. Disney Parks and Experiences exhibit was amazing. So glad I got to go see that. So glad I got to just see everything that they're going to be building and working on, the models. It's so fun to see it here in person. So far, my experience on the show floor this morning has been really good. The lines I've been in, just a handful of them, have not taken that long. I feel like it's been worth it to see some of this stuff. I still got to wait and see if the whole 3-day experience is worth coming here for. But so far, it's been really fun. I ran into a few pretty well-known vloggers. Tim Tracker, Adam the Woo, and David from Fresh Baked. Had a good conversation with Adam as we were talking about the Legends ceremony this morning, and Chapek was on the screen, and we were just shooting the breeze about that. And it was just fun meeting them. All really nice guys. Fun to meet people that you only see through a screen sometimes. Right now, I think I'm going to be heading over to the arena to check out Walt's plane. My reservation is ready for that. This is the Marvel exhibit. I don't have time to go in here and wait in line because there definitely is a line for there. They have a giveaway they're doing. But I need to get going to see Walt's plane because my time slot is starting now. All right, really quick. I think that's Agatha's costume. You got Scarlet Witch, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the crazy goat from the new Thor movie. You got Mighty Thor. You got Thor, the other goat. That's so awesome that they have them here. They have Miss Marvel, Wong. You got America Chavez, Doctor Strange, and all the Moon Knight characters. Their costumes, super fun to see these here. I think Alyssa would be a little jealous that I'm here being able to see these things. Here's D23 Expo Marketplace, one of the stores that you have to get a virtual queue. You can wait in line or you can do a virtual queue. I'm gonna try doing a virtual queue maybe for tomorrow or later today. What I'm going to see next before getting distracted by anything else is this exhibit, Mickey Mouse 1, Walt's Plane. Looking forward to checking this out. So I had a virtual queue to see Walt's Plane. I can see right now I'm about to walk through the doors to go into the arena. This is gonna be kind of cool. Wow. There's a line to take a picture. I might do that. I just took my picture in front of Walt's Plane. There's a camera up there. You scan your badge in. They have a camera placed high. They take your picture for you with the setup they have. This is an actual cabin and chair, used aboard Mickey 1. It's always fun to see pieces of history like this. And it looks like there's a bit of an instrument panel right there where maybe Walt could see the airspeed and what they're doing, their altimeter maybe. That's really interesting. And it looks like this is actually the original instrument panel that Walt could see. Cigarette ashtray and a phone to speak to the pilot. Some more items from when Walt flew on the plane. Different things in there, beverage dispenser, carafe, other things that Walt used when he was on board. Just left Walt's Plane exhibit. It was really easy, in and out. I had the virtual queue, no wait really at all, just a little bit of a line to take a picture with Walt's Plane, which was really fun. I'm gonna hang out here at the expo area until I get into line for the panel later today. I have a reservation for it, so I don't have to get in line too early. You do want to be in line no later than an hour to keep your reservation spot. That said, I'll probably get in line about an hour and a half before the panel starts, just to make sure I have enough time to eat lunch. I'm going to try to get in line for the shopping virtual queue that I made earlier this morning. It was 12:30, it's 12:47 now. I'll see if they still honor it. We'll see if that works out. If it does, maybe I'll get something, maybe I won't. I don't really want to take a lot of merch home. I got a few things at the park yesterday. I didn't really want to buy too much, but if there's one or two things that I see that are really great, I might get that. All right, well, I am trying to get into the Mickey's of Glendale D23 Expo store that I believe I'm headed to on the second floor. And I had a standby queue for it. I'm about 20 minutes late. So hopefully they'll still let me in. If not, maybe I'll try again later, but I want to at least try to see if it'll work out. You guys, it worked. I'm about 20 minutes late. I thought it was shorter than that. About 20 minutes late to my virtual queue, but they let me in, no problem. So looking forward to seeing what they have here. So this is the shop where you can get all the D23 Expo merch. I got a mug. Well, this is one of the things I wanted to get, was a mug. Lindsay or Carrie are not here to tell me I can't get it. Well, Carrie would let me get it. Lindsay would not let me see this if she was here. I want to get this to just kind of commemorate being here. I love how big it is, and I love that the handle can fit my whole hand. It's a nice big mug, so that's my favorite kind of mug to get. Looks like they have Spirit jerseys as well. I definitely don't wear Spirit jerseys, but really cool if people do. They have them here. They also have these jerseys as well. If you like baseball jerseys, it's kind of a fun commemorative way to get something that's pretty cool here. They also have all sorts of pens, and they're limiting those to one per person. I am not a pen collector, so I don't really care to get any of these. I'm sure I could probably buy these, sell them on eBay. Not really anything I'm interested in doing. Lots of other people do that, so I'll let them handle that. But if you're a pen collector, they got a lot of stuff here. I'm going to try to find some food. I have been pushing hard since this morning. When I got my Starbucks last night, leaving the park, I also got some egg bites that I warmed up this morning in my hotel room. So that's all I've had today is 2 egg bites from Starbucks. I just did some shopping at Mickey's of Glendale Expo Marketplace, I think. I can't remember if that's the name of it, but I got a really cool mug that's nice and big. It says D23 Expo on it. That's kind of one of the things I was wanting. Looking forward to getting Lindsay excited about adding another mug to my collection. About an hour, I'll probably be heading to the D23 Hall exhibit for the showcase for Disney live action movies and animation. So looking forward to going to that and being in there for that. That gives me about an hour to find some food. Heading back outside, and it is humid today. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of food trucks here, which means more lines, but I haven't even been out here yet. Oh my goodness, those folks have some big things that they're bringing home with them. Good for them. But this is the big entrance sign that I didn't see yet because I didn't enter in over here. And right here you got the big Disney 100 statue. I love that. That's really cool. I'm out in the front here, and there are a bunch of cosplayers that are just taking pictures together right in front of the main entrance to the Anaheim Convention Center. Super fun that people are doing this, but man, it is a hot day to be dressing up. I'm just super glad I'm not into cosplay because today would be a horrible day to do it. There are a lot of food trucks here, so I'm going to look for somewhere to eat. Hopefully it doesn't have long lines. Get my food and eat it and head back inside where it's a lot cooler with air conditioning. Instead of getting lunch at the food trucks outside where it's super hot, I went to Crave Pizza, which is in the food court here in the Hilton. Such a good idea. I don't want to be eating hot food in the humid heat outside. If I'm going to have hot food, I want to sit in air conditioning. If you ever come to this event, don't forget to eat. Your body will remind you and scream at you if you don't. Heading back into the expo, and it is raining, y'all. It's raining in Southern California in September. This is not normal. Not okay. And I love that. That's so cool. Sand person holding a lady. It's so good. I'm heading inside though. So nice to be back in air conditioning. Now I've got to find where I wait because in about an hour, a little less than an hour and a half is when the panel starts. So I need to get in line right now so that I don't lose my reservation. So the line is finally moved. Probably stood here for about 45 minutes. Looking forward to getting into this panel. Not sure if I can take any pictures while I'm in there. And I'll let you know what I think of it. Definitely worth it to get a reservation. But if you don't get a reservation, is it worth it to wait in line? That is the dopest cosplay I think I've seen yet. That is so cool. I don't know if it's a cosplay or if that's just something featured here, but that is awesome. It's R2-D2 and a giant robot. So the first day is winding down of D23 Expo. I just got a Walt Disney Imagineering 70 years shirt at Mickey's of Glendale, which is one of the stores here. Oh, they have so much stuff here. So many things to do, so many things to see. Definitely can't do it all. I'm looking forward to coming back the next couple of days just to see what else I can do before I head home. Haven't even talked about the Disney live action and animation showcase that I went to. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. Seeing all the movies that are developing, a lot of things coming out in the next couple of years that they showcased and highlighted. Super, super fun. Some of the coolest things that we saw were guest appearances by the whole entire cast of Disenchanted, which is coming out to Disney Plus this fall, including Dina Menzel, Patrick Dempsey, Amy Adams, and the whole cast, Maya Rudolph. It was incredible seeing them on stage. The Haunted Mansion live action movie that's coming out, I think next year or later this year, I can't remember when. The director was on stage talking about it and how he was a fan of Disney from a child. He worked at Disneyland. Haunted Mansion was his favorite ride, so this is a dream project for him. And one of the coolest things is Jamie Lee Curtis came out in a Doom buggy on stage as a surprise guest appearance. That was really fun, seeing that, and I loved how Disney did that. Just a lot of cool things. I even had a quick hand wave from Bob Chapek. I'm hoping that he turns things around, not only for himself, but for the company, because by a lot of people who appreciate Disney, like Disney, Disney has turned into a money-grubbing, nickel-and-diming company, not so much caring about the guest experience. And it's starting to really wear on people. And we felt that in the parks for sure. They need to focus more on what has made Disney great, which is the people, the cast members, and the guest experience. I hope they get back to that. We'll see. That said, it was still really interesting to see him and to see so many others at that panel. So much to see, so much more to do. I think I'm going to start heading out because the expo is actually closed. It's 7:13. They closed at 7. So I'm going to be wandering out of here, and I think I might try to grab dinner tonight in downtown Disney, but not before I head back to my hotel room to drop all of this stuff off. We also got a few posters at the showcase as well. So still gonna share my reviews, my thoughts about if this is worth it. I'm having a fun time, but I am tired and it's day one, so that's a teaser. Just left the exhibit hall, about to head outside, and I have no idea if it's still raining outside. I'm really hoping it's not. This is gonna be fun. So I just stepped outside. It's raining. It feels like Florida. It's humid. This vlog, I apologize if it's going to be a little haphazard and chaotic, because this whole event is haphazard and chaotic. It's fun, but it's crazy. There's so much to do, so many people here. I'm going to do my best to edit this thing and make it worthwhile to watch and interesting. But man, I met so many cool people today. I think I mentioned earlier, I met some Disney vloggers. I also met Mikkel and Janelle from Magic Journeys. So just a lot of people here, and they're all really kind. So I'm gonna put the camera down, probably go find somewhere to eat tonight. I'll pick it back up tomorrow when I come back Saturday, and I'll let you know how the day goes, and I'll share a few highlights throughout the day. And like I said, gonna do my best to stitch this all together to make something worth you guys' time to watch. Especially want to share my thoughts at the end of it from a first-timer's perspective. What I liked about this, what I didn't like about D23 Expo, and really what you should expect if you come here yourself, if you've never been. So thanks, I'll see you guys pretty soon. Not soon for me, but soon for you. Good morning, I'm back at day 2 at the Expo, and walking there from my hotel. I'm staying at the Eden Rock Inn, and it's right next to the Westin, which is back there behind me. That's where I got dinner last night. Got some tacos, it was really good. Brought it back to the hotel room and just relaxed, put up my feet, and chilled the whole night. Didn't go to downtown Disney or anything like that. My feet were tired, my body was a little sore. It was a good chance to just rest. Did not get up early to go to the Marvel panel this morning. I heard from the Hansen family, some people I know that are here. They checked social media, they said about 3 a.m. there were about 200 people just kind of milling about waiting to get in. So glad I didn't do the standby for that. That would have been crazy. I am walking in, gonna explore more on the show floor this morning and share a little bit of it with you guys. And this is the view I have walking into the expo. You got big giant balloons, you got Olaf, Pixar ball, Boba Fett, and I think Captain America's shield over there. Right as you're walking into the Anaheim Convention Center. Oh, and a big Disney Plus balloon. Super appropriate. But it's kind of cool just seeing these big things, letting you know that you're here for D23 Expo. I'm also hoping that I can avoid the big long line in the basement this morning. I'm hoping that they'll just let people go straight into the show floor. We'll see. And right as you walk in, this is on the Catella side of the convention center. They check your badge, check any bags, do security check, and then let you in. The expo opened at 9 a.m. It's about 10:15 right now, so I'm hoping getting here a little bit later will help me avoid having to go in to the big long line. Love that shirt. And we're back.
Is in Chicago, and so now being here and having to take care of my mom and helping with grandpa and obviously my little cousin.
Here watching the cast of Raven's Home talk about their experience of filming the show and having been together for so long.
Being able to do that on set as well, and I have
both Lindsay and Alyssa would love to be here to watch this.
all these people, like my uncles and aunties on set, all the camera guys, all the wardrobe people, everyone. I've known them for years and years and years, and so now to come back and be able to do it again, it was amazing.
Just got a chance to see the cast of Raven's Home. Our girls love it. Take a picture, share that with the girls. They responded like they would when I just sent a text to them. So that was really fun. But in line now for the D23 Gold member poster. And then I'm just going to keep wandering around and check out what else is on the show floor. There's a few exhibits I want to see today that I didn't get a chance to see yesterday because just wasn't enough time. Just got these two items, the D23 Gold poster they gave out, plus this little pop socket or pop grip. That's kind of fun. It's Captain Mickey from Disney Cruise Line, so a couple of fun gifts for D23 Gold members. So I stopped by the Neff booth and I got a few of their shirts. I got this one right here that you can see with the palm trees. I got another one that a lot of the employees here are wearing. It's just a really cool white Mickey on the front, but you can see these couple employees wearing it. I've seen these shirts online, advertised on Instagram. When I saw they were going to be here at the expo, then I'm like, nope, I want to feel it, see it, and I like them. They're pretty soft, and they're 100% cotton, so I got one size up. But yeah, I'm excited. Glad I was able to get these. Loving this display right here. They got all these vintage TVs. I think my family had one of these TVs growing up. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys remember seeing these TVs before. The old small TVs with a giant antenna. Oh my goodness. And oh my gosh, they have a Watchman. I had a friend who had one of those when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. Well, at the time it was super cool. Now we all have those on our phone. So here at the Pixar Animation Studios exhibit, And yesterday at the showcase in Hall D23, we saw all these films featured. Elemental, that one actually looks really cool. We got Cars on the Road, which is coming to Disney Plus soon. You got Lightyear featured right there, along with other scenes from different movies. Then you got a small stage here. I'm sure they're having some people show up here once in a while for just different interviews. And you can even take another photo shot here with the Disney 100 with Walt Disney Animation Studios, with a ton, with all the different movie posters of all the movies they've come out with over the years. This is really cool. Oh wow, that's awesome. That is really cool to see that. All of the Disney movies that Disney Animation has come out with over the years. This is a movie, I believe. I can't remember if it's a movie or a show. I think it's a movie that Disney Animation is partnering with another animation studio, Kigali, from Africa. And that was a part of the panel I sat in on yesterday in Hall D23. And that was really cool. I love to see how they reached out to this company that kind of threw it down to Disney and said they want to take down Disney Animation because they have some really innovative ideas. And I love how Disney reached out to them and said, hey, instead of competing, let's work together. And I thought that was really cool. But this is a movie coming out, I think, next year. It looks really cool. I can't wait to see it. It looks really fun. I'll be on the lookout for more to come out about that film, Iwaju. You got another exhibit here featuring Strange World, the movie that's coming out, I believe, this Thanksgiving that Disney Animation's putting out. A lot of the voice actors were featured in the panel I was at yesterday. That was really fun to see them on stage. Jake Gyllenhaal and others that my friend Adam said, did I boo Jake? Because apparently he still has Taylor Swift's sweater. Maybe when they dated and he never gave it back to her. He said I should have booed him for that. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know that happened. Adam, I know you're going to lose respect for me when I say that. Both you and Sherry will. But, you know, I hope our friendship is strong enough to weather that storm. So I'm in the Disney Archives exhibit. I just came through that big Disney 100 logo over there and met up with Lynn and Sean and took a picture together. And Lynn and Sean, if you guys are watching this, great meeting you guys. And the great thing is we'll actually see them in March because they're going to go on the viewer cruise that we're going to be going on in mid-March on the Magic. And if you haven't heard about that, we don't talk about it a whole lot. We probably should talk about it more, but we're going on a viewer cruise that our friends Adam and Sherry over at Lake Life are hosting. We're going on it as vloggers, but also just as a family to have a fun cruise and just meet a bunch of you guys and others that are going to be part of that. So really just looking forward to that coming up. I'm glad they're going to be going. It's been so much fun meeting people at D23 this week. This is really cool. You got different ride posters from different rides at Disneyland, and you got the iconic Mickey right in front of the Disneyland Railroad right there. All these posters represent the original 5 lands in Disneyland in 1955 when the park opened. You also got different pieces from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, premiered at the Carthay Circle Theater in LA. And these are some of the pieces that they had, I think, promoting the movie outside of the Carthay Circle Theater almost, gosh, 100 years ago. There's also pieces from the set of Mary Poppins, 1964. And Walt Disney World, 1971 is when it opened. Some different things from the Haunted Mansion ride. There's the Medusa picture. I don't know if you can tell, but these eyes, which are really creepy looking, kind of follow you. That's creepy. A creepy bride that doesn't like to keep her husbands too long. If you know anything about the ride. This is cool. I remember Tron from when I was a kid watching it on VHS when my family used to rent VHS players and VHS tapes from the video store. If you remember doing that when you were younger, let me know in the comments. But here's the Tron video game, Comet Collider, different games from the movie. Here's a helmet worn by David Warner Sark in 1982 for the movie Tron. I think he was one of the bad guys, if not the bad guy. Then you got the Flynn's arcade game, neon sign. That is awesome. This is an identity disc used by gaming programs in the grid in the original Tron movie. And this right here is a helmet worn by Jeff Bridges when he was Clue. And the last exhibit here, 2012, is when Disney bought Lucasfilm. The seating bench from the Millennium Falcon there, along with R2-D2, C-3PO, and BB-8. Disney 100, the exhibition, coming early 2023, I believe. A lot of these items, or all these items, are going to be going there. I can't remember where I heard that was going to happen or exist, but it's coming, and these are all things you can visit coming next year. I made my way over to the Walt Disney Hometown Museum, and it features a lot of stuff from his hometown, Marceline, that he grew up in. And there's a bench here that you can sign your name on that they're going to take back and put in the museum as an exhibit piece. I'm going to sign it. That was really fun. My handwriting apparently is really horrible when I have to write at really awkward angles. This piece is actually going to the Walt Disney Hometown Museum in Marceline, Missouri. So if you are ever finding yourself there, if you find this bench there, look for my name, take a picture of this bench, tag us in on Instagram. That'd be super fun. I'm not sure if that'll ever happen, but that would be really kind of cool if you do. This is a really cool exhibit featuring some pieces from the Walt Disney Hometown Museum in Marceline, Missouri. But I am in line at the In-Between Cafe. I'm going to get some food. It's pretty much burgers, hot dogs, and nachos. I thought I saw someone who got a Mickey pretzel. If they have those, I'm definitely getting one of those here. I'm in the D23 Expo Marketplace, one of the stores here, and if you want to drop a couple $100s on some ears, all right, you can get an ear hat or ear headband. That's a way to spend money. Not sure if that's actual metal or plastic, but very shiny. They also have this limited edition Obi-Wan lightsaber hilt set. Pretty nice, but a bit too rich for my blood. 550 bucks. They also have a section here with all Marvel stuff. World of Wakanda dolls. Designer collection. Now that's pretty cool. World of Wakanda Black Panther collectible mask. That's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna buy it, but still really cool. They even have Captain Carter's shield you can buy as well in the Star Wars section, and they have these vintage action figure backpacks. I saw these at Star Traders in Disneyland the other day, but it looks like they have some of that stuff here, so it's not stuff that's exclusive to getting here at D23. They have a hat with a lot of the vintage characters on it as well. Fun story, I used to have pretty much, actually I think every one of those action figures, and I sold them all at a garage sale. And it was in this really cool like Darth Vader shaped collectible like case. I sold them all probably for like $5 or $10. Unfortunately, I accidentally hit the slow motion record button on my camera, so I didn't capture anything that I said in this moment. So as you look at me talking and walking really slow, basically all I was saying here was that although there was a lot of really interesting and kind of cool merchandise, none of it was interesting enough for me to get, and I really don't like this kind of merchandise. I'm not a big collector, so I decided instead to just keep exploring the expo floor. Quickly stepped outside to get a poster tube for a few posters I've gotten, and there is a really cool spray paint mural. That Arky? Wow. I hopped outside really quick to stop by the Hilton. They have a FedEx office in there, and I want to get this poster tube for a few posters I got that would be really cool to take home. I'm hoping to see if I can find a few more here as well that maybe I can get the girls. There's just a lot of stuff to carry with you, which is why I have my backpack, why I got this. And hopefully I can take this in the plane on the way home. If not, they said you can cut it down and see if that works. I'm not sure what I'll cut it with because a plastic butter knife won't do it. That's all I have in my hotel room. So we'll see if I can do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back inside, a meet up with the Hanson family, and they invited me to go to the Encanto Panel showcase presentation. There's gonna be people who are helping with the filmmaking, and I think some of the cast that will be there that will be talking all about it. Fingers crossed Lin-Manuel Miranda will be there. He probably won't be, but that's one of the few reasons why I really want to go, just in case. And if he is, Lindsay is going to freak out. And I might just FaceTime her while we're in there, if I can. Up here at the premiere stage for the Encanto presentation / panel. And I'm waiting for my friends to come find me so they can get me in. I don't have a reservation, but they have one for me. So I have to go in with them and they scan and I just kind of hang out with them. So as soon as I get here, I'm gonna go inside. We'll wait in line and then eventually they'll let us in to grab a seat. So met up with my friends, the Hansons, and their friends, and we're about to go in to the premiere stage for the Encanto panel showcase. I don't know what you call it, but looking forward to it. Hoping Lynn will be there. I'll get a picture of him for Lindsay. Here we go.
To the right. Excellent. Come on in.
This is a big room. I almost want to say it's bigger than the Hall D23 room, but I think it's not as big, but it looks as big. I love the Mickey head lights up top. That's so cool.
Lin-Manuel. Couldn't be here. Wait, don't go, because you're gonna regret that all. He couldn't be here in person, but through the magic of technology. Let's see. Hello, you hear us? So this is real. Please welcome award-winning songwriter, actor, and director, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
After Lin-Manuel Miranda left via live stream, a bunch of the cast came on stage to talk about the making of Encanto. The panel wrapped up with a few of the cast singing "We Don't Talk About Bruno." Everyone in the audience was singing along, and they even had the scene from the movie where this song happens playing right alongside. It was so much fun being there in person for that. So I haven't recorded much. I've been taking a break and resting, but the Encanto panel was amazing. And we are in line to go into the Santa Claus's panel, which is in the same hall that I was just in. I went out of the Encanto panel and I came right back in here and plopped down, and I've been resting. So D23 for you. It's back to back to back. It can be. And the rumor is Tim Allen will be here, but he's not listed on the people that will be on the panel, but he's here in person, I've heard. So we'll see. Here we go. And there are a lot of people here. Holy cow. This is the end of the people who had reservations, and this is the standby queue. Sometimes they do not fill that up. Or a lot of people that had reservations aren't here. Here in the premiere stage room, people are starting to funnel in. We are really close to the stage. This is gonna be fun.
Mrs. Claus is here, Elizabeth Mitchell. Yes, Scott Calvin and Santa Claus himself, Tim.
So I am back home. Let me explain what happened. It was so fun to be there at the Santa Claus's panel, seeing Tim Allen, seeing Elizabeth Mitchell, and a bunch of the cast from that show that's coming out in probably a few weeks. But it was so great seeing Tim Allen joking around. Like every other minute, he just was dropping jokes and just making fun of himself, of the cast in lighthearted ways, of course. It was so fun to be in that room for that. So after I left the Santa Claus's panel, I went back to my room at my hotel, and then I went into Disneyland Park because I had to go back to the room to drop off all my stuff that I had gotten that day at the expo, went back into the park, and then I did something I've never done before when I went back into Disneyland. I had made a reservation at Hungry Bear Restaurant for a dining package for Fantasmic, and it was so worth it. I'm thinking of putting out a video about that. I may or may not. It just depends on how it came together on camera. It was so worth it to have great seats right in front of the lagoon for Fantasmic without having to wait an hour to see the show without a bunch of people in the way. But I spent a few hours in Disneyland Park that night, and then I went back to the room, and I made the decision already to not get up early to get into the parks panel early the next morning at D23. For me, it just wasn't ever worth it to get up because it was a toss-up whether you'd actually make it into the hall for the presentation, for the panel. So what I want to do right now is just sum up the 2 days I went to D23 Expo, because that third day I had tickets to get on Sunday. I had seen and done almost everything I felt like I wanted to do in the expo floor. I'm sure there's a few things I missed. It was really fun. But that third day, I decided to go into downtown Disney, relax in, I think, Grand Californian Hotel, grab some food, and I watched the parks panel because they streamed it live. That was good. I'm glad I was able to do that. In a few minutes time, what I want to do right now is just give you my overall thoughts of having it being my first time going to D23 Expo. Am I glad I went? What was the general experience like? And would I go again? Am I glad I went? Yes, I am glad I went. It was super fun to just be there, to meet a bunch of great people. And some of those people you saw on the video as I was vlogging the first couple of days of D23 Expo. Overall, my thoughts and feelings about going, it was great. I'm glad I went. The thing is, almost everything has a line, but most of all the lines weren't that long on the expo show floor. Let me make that clear. Anytime you want to wait to go into a presentation or a panel, you're gonna have to wait at least an hour, hour and a half if you're doing standby, if not longer. Even if you have a reservation, you still wanna get there an hour, hour and a half early to make sure you have a decent seat. Overall, my thoughts about D23 Expo is it's a lot of fun. It's really organized. When you get tickets, one, you should get tickets when they release them. And two, you have to be open to your plans not happening the way you want them to. And you have to be very flexible. So those are my takeaways. My last thing that I wanna respond to is this. Would I go again? If I was gonna go by myself, no, I don't think I would. If I was gonna go with my family or maybe a couple of friends and we were excited about doing things together, then yes, I would go again. A lot of the fun I had was interacting with people that either follow our channel here on YouTube or other people that I knew that were gonna be there that I was able to connect with. That was fun. Doing that made me realize that's how I'd want to do it if I go again. That's just me, how I'm wired. And so everyone's got to make their own decisions for what they want to do and how it worked best for them. I felt like for me, going 2 out of the 3 days, even though I could have gone that third day, I got out of it what I was hoping for. So that's my experience. Hopefully it's helpful. Let us know in the comments if you've ever gone to D23 Expo, what your experience was, or if you want to go and you've never gone before. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. I would love to help out. That's one of the things we love about this channel is with so many of you guys following on our adventures we go on, whether we go to places like Apple Hill, Lake Tahoe, Yosemite, or a Disney park, a Disney cruise, or to Maui, wherever we go, we love sharing some of our experience with you guys, and we love answering questions because from a lot of your comments, you've really been able to follow along on our adventures and it's inspired you or it's helped you make plans for going to these places. And we love that we can help you guys in your adventures as well. This weekend, we're going to Apple Hill. That vlog is gonna come out really soon. We're also gonna just do an everyday life vlog, kind of catch you guys up to real time about what's going on in our family and our life and the things we're excited about. Obviously, we have our Disney Wonder Cruise coming in just a few weeks. And so we're excited to share all of that with you guys. We create this content for our memories. And I'm excited to put this video together to show our girls and Carrie because they weren't there with me. But we also create it for you, to share with you guys, to help people plan for the things that they want to do. Something you can do so that more people will be able to find our content and get the help they need when they plan their own adventures is by hitting that like button. That'll help this video be discovered more by people who are searching on YouTube. Also, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, we would love it if you subscribe and hit that notification bell because that will notify you every time we upload a new video. This is a longer vlog than normal, so if you're still watching this, thank you. We will see you guys really soon. Hope you have a great week. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.